Good morning. I want to take this time right now just to talk to the fellas right quick, to the brothers, the men, people that's supposed to be men. In light of brother Muhammad Ali's passing, I just kind of want to bring about his whole situation, how important to the culture not only he was, but important to men he was, because he's a prime example of what it is to speak things into existence. And as a man, that is something you have to be very conscious of. He said he was great, and great he became. Because as a man thinketh, so he is. So when it comes to being a man, if you truly want to be a man, a great man, a better man, you have to first speak it into existence in order for it to happen. As you think it, so you are. He placed certain standards on himself, which is why he became as great as he was. He placed certain standards on his children, which is why they are the kind of children that they are, the kind of daughters he had, the type of standards that they have for themselves. We as men have to reintroduce those standards, not only to other people that are up under us, but also mainly to ourselves. Just like that Drake line said, know yourself, know your worth. We have to remember how much we're worth. What do you value? What do you really value? As men, we have to value our lives and everybody that comes up under us that much more. Because as of now, you look around, people don't really have any direction. A good chunk of that is due in part to us as men because we weren't there to lead them. That's your job as a man. It is your job to lead. It is your job to provide. It is your job to protect. That's our job as men. We have to replace value on manhood, on what it takes and what it needs and what it means to be a man. We have to reintroduce that standard. We have to get back into knowing how to manage our money better. We have to know how to maintain checkbooks, maintain a household. We have to know how to raise our family, be the head of it. We have to reintroduce these things because they have no direction now. We have to be men. We cannot be assistants. If you don't have something going for yourself, if you don't own something for yourself, or not trying to get your own business, or not trying to be the head of something, you're nothing but an assistant. Most men, like baby daddies, sometimes some of them are just like living up under women. Why? Because either the woman makes more or the woman has her own place, and we're assisting. And if you're not being a man and doing what you got to do, then you're nothing but a secretary. You're assistant. And you can't be an assistant because you're supposed to be a man. And a man has to provide, to protect. We have to reintroduce the standard of being a man. Ali was more than a man to me. He was the greatest kind of man that I've ever seen because he placed certain standards on himself and he upheld himself to live up to it. We have to reintroduce that same standard. What do you value? Do you value your life? Your children's life? If you do, you will up the standard of what you act of yourself. And then pass that down to your children. Pass that down to your siblings. Know yourself. Know your worth. Reintroduce the standard. Know the value that your own life has. Got it? It's Motivation Monday. Let's go.